Hang on. Okay, let's talk about phrasal verbs. Hello and welcome to my introduction to phrasal verbs. So you've got a verb and a preposition that you recognise, but together they mean something different. I'm going to explain how phrasal verbs are formed, the different types of phrasal verbs and how they are used, and then I'll give you explanations of 10 of the most common ones. So how do we form a phrasal verb? Well, as I said before, we add a preposition to a verb. For example, look, which is our verb, and then a preposition could be out. I look out of the window. However, if I were to say, look out, there's a car, the meaning is changed because we've changed the situation and the context. So in this case, it would mean, be careful, there's a car. So I'm going to guide you through 4 important hints that will help you use phrasal verbs more efficiently and more effectively. It could also help your reading and listening skills. The first hint is that you can't always understand phrasal verbs by looking at the individual words. A good example of this is turn on. Turn on its own means to rotate, but together with on, it means to activate, function. I turn on the television. Something completely different. That's why in your reading and listening exams, you mustn't listen word by word. You have to try and understand the phrase as a whole. So now on to hint 2. One phrasal verb can have multiple meanings. We've got the same phrasal verb, take off, here in 2 different situations. Take off your jacket means remove your jacket. The plane takes off soon means the plane leaves soon. So, how can you know which of the meanings are being intended? Well, the main way to do this is to look at the context and the situation around the phrasal verb. So here we've got a jacket. Well, I know jacket is clothing, so it's probable that it's going to mean remove. I can see plane here. It's probably going to be about something going into the air. So now for hint number 3. Some phrasal verbs are separable. With the phrasal verb to put on, which means to start wearing something, we can use it in 2 ways. I can say, I put on my dress, and I can also say, I put my dress on. This object here can go between the verb and the preposition. The meaning doesn't change. You must learn which phrasal verbs are separable and which aren't. The example before, with takes off, this cannot be separated. And finally, number 4. Sometimes you can make a normal verb sound more conversational or even childish if you add a preposition. For example, eat your dinner, eat up your dinner. I would be more inclined to say eat up your dinner to a child. The same goes for sit at the table and sit down at the table. The meaning doesn't change, it's just more conversational or childish. Okay, now we've explained how they're used. I'm going to give you 10 really common and useful phrasal verbs, starting with to break up. We have 2 meanings here. Tom and Joe have broken up. This means that they've stopped their relationship. So sad. And then we also have school breaks up next week. This means that school finishes for the holidays. Next we have carry on. If you want to speak better English, you should carry on watching. Carry on means to continue. Then we have come on. Come on, if you don't hurry, we'll miss the train. In this case, come on means hurry. The next one is find out. I need to find out when the train leaves. I need to discover or become aware of when the train leaves. Then we have get on or get along. These mean the same. I get on very well with my flatmates. I have a good relationship with my flatmates. If I change well to badly, it means the opposite. Next we have grow up. I grew up in a village near to London. This means that I spent my childhood or became an adult in a village near to London. If you are behaving immaturely, someone might say grow up. This could mean you need to behave like an adult. Next we have look after. Can you look after my dog this week? Can you care for my dog this week? So the next one is pick up. Your phone is ringing, pick it up. This means to answer it. The next one, can you pick me up from work? Can you collect me from work? Then we have to run out. Oh no, all my phone battery has run out. It has become empty or finished. And the final one, throw away. This milk is too old. I need to throw it away. I need to put it in the bin. That was just an introduction, so there is a lot more to learn and many more phrasal verbs, but I hope to do further explanations and other videos on phrasal verbs very, very soon. So if you like the video and you want to see more, subscribe to my channel and also complete the quiz that I'm showing next. Many more.